going to be showing you a comparison of the highest total damage super in the game for Warlocks. So we done one for Titans, it's going to be the same thing as that, so we'll go into Last Wish, we'll do the testing damage on Kali because that is 1100 power, so it's essentially the best and easiest raid boss to test damage on if you're solo. You can just go in here and you can just go, go with a test, very easy to do so. So we used Last Wish for that, for the damage numbers. So when we think of the highest total damage super on a Warlock, what do we think? Well, we naturally think Chaos Reach, we naturally think Voidwalker, we think top tree, bottom tree, things like that. But I'll announce the top 3, but in the clips I'll only show you the top 2 contenders and what actually the highest total damage super for the game, which will surprise you. It surprised me, but this is what happens because a lot of people, when they watch people on Twitch or YouTube, they'll just follow what they do and they'll assume that that's right, and generally it is, but not always. If somebody just says something and doesn't back it up with a video or something, don't assume that he's right. He might be wrong. He might not have been he might not have tested everything in the game, okay? Because you don't know until you do the test. Because the thing is, with Bungie, they don't put numbers. So GEOMAG says extended Chaos Reach. Okay, that's fine. How much? This is an RPG game and there's no number to say how much by. I want a number. I want 50%. I want 70%. I want numbers, and we don't get that. And that's what they need to come to, but that's a video for another day. Okay, so now that we know that, Bungie want you to test it because it's content for creators, I guess. So maybe that's why they don't do it. So they want you to go out, put that exotic on, and test it yourself. Alright, then we'll do that. So you do the test yourself. So the highest contenders that you would think in your mind, as I said, Chaos Reach, Nova Bomb. So we've got Voidwalker, top tree, bottom tree, things like that. So this is highest total damage, not burst, not DPS, just highest total. So the Nova Bomb is well behind. Top tree and bottom tree are almost identical in numbers. So when you are playing Nova, consider what class you want to play because of its neutral play, not because of its super, because the supers are the same. The only difference is with the top tree is it's tracking. Bottom tree isn't tracking, harder to use, but you get Devour. So you have to pick and choose between the two, but they're very, very similar in terms of damage, okay? So they're out of the equation. So the top 3 are, number 3 would be DAWNBLADE, bottom tree, Attunement of Flame. If you use Ignite and Touch, so you strike an enemy, it gets the burn damage. If you pair that with Dawn Chorus, the exotic helmet, this exotic improves Dawnblade by a lot. Okay, you start to get yellow numbers, but if you want, it takes time to rack that buff up, if you like. But if you melee the enemy, you get the buff straight away. I didn't show this in the footage because, as I said, it's lacking behind the other 2. Only by a little bit though. If you do the little trick I mentioned, melee the boss, pop your server with this helmet, you get Chaos Reach style damage on Dawnblade, and then you get the benefits of the subclass with other things that it offers. But that was number 3. It's only slightly behind Chaos Reach, but it is behind. And then we then tested Chaos Reach. So Chaos Reach isn't the highest damage super in the game for Warlocks. However, we all are led to believe that just because everyone thinks this. It's like, well, it is. It is the easiest and it is the best. Yes, but it isn't the highest total damage. It isn't. Which you'll see that in the footage that's going to be coming up. So the way to improve Chaos Reach is obviously with GEOMAG stabilizers. You just stick them on and then that's it. You're good to go. But there is one super for the Warlocks in the game that can out DPS or be a higher damage total for the more than Chaos Reach. So what we would do is it would be still on Stormcaller, surprisingly enough, which blew my mind, as this is a hard clear focus super. But there is one exotic in the game that can improve it, which is called the StormDancer's Brace. And it states each enemy you defeat with Stormtrance increases the damage you deal with Stormtrance. So this is a super damage buff. The problem with the exotic is it's very hard to use and it's niche, and it means that you need an alignment of stars to happen for you to get all the buffs you want and then to get the boss where you want him to then super him. But having said that, there might be situations in the game, say they bring back Golgoroth from King's Fall. When they bring back King's Fall, say, this will be amazing at Golgoroth. Okay, because we used to use Stormcaller at Golgoroth all the time for the ads and stuff. But it would be actually really good because you can get your times 10 buff, which this stacks to 10 times. So you need to get, for the maximum buff from this super, from this chest plate, you need to kill 10 ads, which is a big ask, I guess. But when there's minor ads or trash mob ads that are easily killed with the super, it's fine. As long as the boss is close to you, okay? Which is why Golgoroth comes to mind. But I did test it on Kali, and you'll see the damage. I ended up doing 70,000k damage, more than what Chaos Reach does. Chaos Reach does around 200k, just under. I ended up doing 270k with Stormcaller, okay? With this chest plate. As I said, you need to get the stacks up to 10, then you use it on the boss. And then it comes to, well, what do? Do you do top tree or bottom tree? Well, bottom tree's a waste because landfall's wasted getting the ads. So that's a problem. And also it doesn't last as long. Top tree lasts longer when you cast your super with full grenade and melee energy. When you do that, you can quickly get your 10 kills, which isn't a problem if there's enough ads to then super a boss. So that's why you would go top tree. So top tree with this chest plate, as I said, does more total damage than Chaos Reach, and you'll see in the clips moving forward. Hope you enjoy them. Thank you.